Buenos dias, mucho gusto. I am Melanie Lamb. I'm from Greenlight Consulting. We are so happy that you could join us today for this information session. Before we get started, I'd like to thank Cindy. Big shout out to Priscilla on the call for helping us to organize, administer, and spread the word about this event so that you could be here and join us today. We'd also like to thank Senfotech University for providing the space for the in-person final presentations, which you will hear about soon. A few items to mention before we really get started. The chat is open to anyone to ask questions throughout the presentation. We'll be doing our best to monitor and answer. Please try to ask questions in English, but of course, Josue and Eileen can help us to translate if needed. At the end, we'll also leave time for questions. We will be putting all the URLs mentioned in the presentation into the chat, so you have them handy. And we will be posting this presentation or link to it on our hackathon event page, which actually, Diana, if you could put that in the chat now, that would be good for people to have handy.
Yeah, halfway through.
Perfect. Thank you. You might want to bookmark this page if you haven't already. And lastly, just want to mention there are a number of people presenting today. We wanted you to meet as many people on the hackathon team as possible. So bear with us as we switch speakers throughout the call. And with that said, over to Josue.
Hola, hola. Muy buenos días. Muchísimas gracias a todos por unirse. Realmente un placer ver esta participación y esta es una muy bonita oportunidad para conocer más de lo que es RPA y la herramienta de UiPath, en el cual el mundo de la automatización está acelerándose muchísimo y realmente esto es una gran oportunidad. Esta sesión va a ser en inglés porque tenemos gente que únicamente habla inglés. La idea es que ustedes sepan un nivel intermedio de inglés porque los entrenamientos van a ser impartidos también en el mismo idioma. No obstante, si ustedes del todo no saben inglés, no se preocupen. La idea es que si hacen grupo con alguien que sepa inglés, pues la idea es que puedan permanecer acá. Pero nuevamente, bienvenidos y muchas gracias por estar acá. Just saying that, welcome to everybody here. And this is a great opportunity to be here to learn about UiPath, automation work, and well, don't worry if you don't speak at all English, that well, we will be here to assist as well. Okay, so let's continue, and over to you, Diana will explain more about the agenda for today.
Great. Hi, I'm Diana from UiPath. I'm the community marketing manager here. And the session today, you'll get insight into what this hackathon is all about. You're going to be able to meet our team, who comes from UiPath and who comes from Greenlight Consulting, and why are we holding a hackathon in Costa Rica? What is the robotic process automation, or as we all call it, RPA, and why should you learn it? What UiPath products will you be able to use for your solution? What are the timelines for this hackathon? Who can participate? How do you register? We're going to go through the overview of the rules and the categories. We're also going to be talking about the judging criteria and what prizes you can win, the submission guidelines, tips on identifying your use case as you submit your project, and tips on how to present and demonstrate your idea or your project. So it's a pretty complete agenda. And then lastly, we'll be going through what's next. So I will turn it over to you.
Thanks, Diana. Well, and this is not like a typical hackathon, and the main reason is like here we have the opportunity to learn in 3 hours of virtual training sessions by experts. So if you are not familiar with RPA, with UiPath, here you can learn more about it, and then you will be facing some challenges in 3 different categories. Everything will be like virtual office hours. So also like if you need some help and you are in stock, you can receive help from the team. And the idea is like if you are a finalist, you can present this at Senfotech here in San Jose. And something great is like a UiPath offers in the UiPath Academy available free courses anytime. So this is a great opportunity to learn. And here you can find more details about Hackathon in this URL. Y como mencioné anteriormente, si usted realmente no conoce de todo el idioma inglés, pero puede hacer grupo con alguien que sabe un poco inglés, puede permanecer en el hackathon y sería un gusto poderles colaborar y que puedan asistir a este entrenamiento. Let's continue moving forward. Over to you, Bindi will talk about our team.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. This is Vidhi. I'm RPA developer at Greenlight Consulting. And here is your hackathon team. You will be seeing almost each of us during this session today and during hackathon itself. Thank you. And over to you, Diana.
So I'm just going to talk a little bit about UiPath for a minute. So UiPath was founded in 2005 in Bucharest, Romania by Daniel Dines and Marius Turca. It is a global software company that makes robotic process automation software. One of UiPath's biggest accomplishments is its community. So as you journey with us through this hackathon, you'll learn more about RPA, free training from UiPath, the community forum that includes job postings, virtual events that we will host in the Costa Rica Student Developer Chapter, and ways that you can participate in more UiPath community activities. We're really excited you're here today. UiPath is ranked as one of the top companies in RPA automation, and we're very excited for you to join this journey with UiPath and our amazing partner, Greenlight Consulting. So Kamal, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Diana. Hello, everybody. Welcome here, and thank you so much for taking out time for being here. A little bit about Greenlight. We are an IT consulting company which is privately owned and was founded in 2008. And we operate in Canada, which is where our headquarters is, and the United States and Costa Rica, where we've just started our operations very recently. We specialize in robotic process automation consulting and technology staffing. We serve clients across North America, and from the huge list that we have, a few of them are names like Coca-Cola, Canon, Shopify, Brookfield Properties, Apotex, and also Government of Canada. We have a very high performance mindset with the culture that is driven by our values and includes kindness, ownership, transparency, and fairness. We also are firm believers that our clients deserve real success and our employees deserve fun and challenging environment and work. And that's why when the right people are provided with an inclusive environment, different perspectives are respected, thoughtful guidance is provided, they produce tremendous results is what we highly believe in. We won Employer of the Year award in Women in Technology Summit in 2022 and have also been nominated for in 6 different categories again this year, which is something that we are super proud of. We are certified best places to work here in Canada for 2nd time in the row now. I'm spilling the beans for some of my team members as well. But we also recently ranked as number 14 in the top 50 employers in Canada within our category size as well. I hope to share more about Greenlight as we progress ahead in this hackathon. But any questions are always welcome to either me or anybody from Greenlight team. Thank you.
Sorry, I was on mute. So you might be wondering why we're holding a hackathon. There are a number of reasons why, but the key reasons are, well, one, we'd really like to promote awareness of robotic process automation software and how it can improve people's lives by handling the repetitive, mundane, and time-consuming tasks and free us up for more interesting and creative work. We'd also like to create awareness of how much AI can play a role in extending an automation's capabilities, creating a more intelligent and much more useful automation to help us achieve our goals. We'd like to give you the opportunity to enhance your skills by learning UiPath, the industry-leading robotic process automation software, through an engaging challenge of your choice and with guidance and support from expert industry professionals. And we'd love for you to address a challenge that has the potential to help your peers, your community, or even nationwide, and showcase what you can build. We are really excited to see a variety of problem statements and solution ideas. And over to Lewis.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So we just wanted to give you a bit of a brief overview of what RPA is for anyone that isn't already familiar with it. So very high level, RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation. And the intent for it is that it works in the same way that you as a person does today if you're doing, any sort of task that you might be doing on a computer. So this could be logging into a system, navigating that, pulling a report, generating some sort of input data or output data as well. So it's able to execute activities or complete tasks that we as people perform today, and it can do it across multiple different software platforms. In my 5 to 6 years of doing this, I've yet to find a platform that it can or system or technology that it can't really integrate with yet. So it's quite vast on what it's able to do. The goal of RPA is really kind of to replace some of that repetitive work that we do today. A lot of you are going, of course, to university, or you're in high school, and your eventual goal is you want to do whatever you really dream of being able to do. Once you get into that role, you then find there's a lot of busybody work that needs to get done behind the scenes. And this is really to kind of have that goal of replacing that tedium work so that you can then turn around and actually do what you really enjoy to do. So it really kind of opens up your skills, enables you to do more value add tasks that you get joy out of, rather than having to do those kind of boring tasks that come out of it. We're going to make this deck available to you, and I'll provide these links to some of these videos in the chat as well after this. But these will be just some examples that you can take a look at just to understand, get a better idea of what RPA is actually able to do. Mel, if you can go to the next slide for me. So as part of this hackathon, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be utilizing UiPath, the UiPath platform, as sort of the approach for how we're going to be delivering any of these solutions that you build. With this, UiPath actually provides a community edition. Again, this link will be provided to you. So you can sign up for this community instance. It's going to allow you to have access to a number of the UiPath components that are available on the platform. Everything from the management of it with the orchestrator, actually building the automations with the UiPath Studio family, and then a lot of the additional add-on pieces, especially things around some of the AI and machine learning technologies that UiPath has built, such as document understanding. So we're going to go over all of these different technologies once we get to the training and enablement sessions, which will happen in August. And we'll go through, make sure that you all have a better understanding of what these actually can do, how you would utilize them, what their purpose is. And on top of that, if you did want to get a bit of a jump start and get into this a little bit sooner, there is the UiPath Academy. So UiPath provides complete free access to their training and learning environment. So you can go in, you can figure out how UiPath works, how to actually utilize it and use the different tools. There's the number of courses that the hours that you can spend in it is well into the hundreds of hours. So there's a lot in there that you can get started on. We're going to provide at the end a few links that are specific to ones, just to kind of give you a jump start of here's what you should focus on to help understand what RPA is and how to get kind of into the initial pieces of it. So we'll provide those at the end for you as well. And as I mentioned, we'll go through these more in depth during the awareness sessions in a few weeks. And with that, I will turn it over to Helene.
Thank you, Luis. Hola a todos, soy Aileen, and I'm going to get you through what are the timelines and who can participate. So starting with the awareness sessions that we are currently having that will take place today. And then the next step will be to sign up in the CND site and the UiPath site from July 26 to August 11. That's the timeline to register and be able to participate in the hackathon. Then after that, you will receive a confirmation of your participation via email. So keep taking a look at your email after you register. And also the team assignments if you requested, and instructions on registering for the enablement session and how to submit your solution. This will take place on August 18th. After that, we will have the enablement 3-hour session training. This will be in August 25 or on August 26 from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And we will have also office hours where you can get help from industry experts and you can ask questions about the hackathon or any other question that you have about RIP. And this date is not set up yet. You will have more information on the enablement session. After this, we will have the submissions deadline that will be on Thursday, September 7. This will be the date for this. And after that, we will have the finalist announcement. You will have the announcement via email, or you can have it on the community UiPath website. This will be on September 14. And after that, to finish with the hackathon, we will have an in-person presentation at Senfotech University. You will have to go to the place in San Jose where Senfotech is, and this will be on Saturday, 23 of September. So these are all the important dates to keep in mind. You can take a screenshot of this, but we will also have this information in the website. Mel, can you go to the next one? And who can participate? Basically, everyone that has the willing to learn more about RPA, but mainly persons who are 15 years older and are residing in Costa Rica, including students or IT professionals. It doesn't have to be exactly someone that is studying something related to technology. Everyone that is willing to learn more can participate. And now over to you, Mel.
Thank you, Eileen. So registration, as Eileen mentioned, there's 2 sites to register on. If you haven't already, you could sign up for UiPath, community site today, like even now at the session. It'll take you 30 seconds to do it. Very quick. And as well, we're asking for everyone to fill in the registration form on Cindy's website. This one is a little bit more intensive. It'll take you a little bit longer. You'll be asked to take an English proficiency test, specifying your main goal for participating in the hackathon. And importantly, whether you already have a team, you're going solo, or you would like to be assigned team members. So if you're requesting to be assigned team members, then we would be doing that for you. And you would be receiving confirmation of your participation and team members on August 18th, receiving an email, as Eileen mentioned, and this is the email address you would be receiving it from, CR Hackathon 2023 at greenlightconsulting.com. So make sure you check your spam folder or search for this email on August 18th. Again, going back to registration, you have until August 11th to register, but the sooner the better. So if you can do even the UiPath community site registration today, that would be great. And over to Vidhi.
Thank you, Mel. Key rules for this hackathon. So team size has to be 1 to 4 people. You have to follow the submission instruction, and you can find that in a UiPath community site. Your presentation and video must be in English, and your solution must include one of the UiPath Studio family. So UiPath Studio, Studio X, and Studio Web. All timelines must be abided by. You must be at least 15 years of age and residing in Costa Rica. When submitting our solution, only one team member has to submit all the files. Everyone on the teams needs to register for hackathon separately. Every team member must register and attend one of the 2 3-hour enablement training session, which will be held on August 25 and 26. And you can also submit more than one solution as a participant or a team. And over to you, Joshua.
Joshua, are you still there?
Can you hear me?
There we go. Now we can hear you.
Awesome. Well, before we continue, we have one. Oh no, not anymore. I saw like a rotary thumbs up. Okay, thank you. Well, in this case, we will talk about the categories. We will have 3 different categories. The first category name is Showcase Costa Rica. And this is try to highlight that Costa Rica is known for something, what we are different about here, what we are proud of what here. So what is unique for Costa Rica? What would be one benefit in automation? Let's think about something in the governance, in talking about cultural, something in our environment, something historical. What do you think would be very useful here? And I think here we have a lot of opportunities, since a kind of automation is a kind of new in the country. So we don't have too much organization that is doing automation, or we have a lot of challenge and opportunities as well in terms of the governance and the stuff. So I think this is the first category. And I think here will be a lot of things that you can start thinking about how to improve, or what can we do for automations. And second category is nationwide and community problem solving. And here is like a try to solve a current issue that it is impacting a group of people, talking about improving mental health, the economy, climate change, virtual. So here, what community challenge might be benefit from using this automation? What local project can be automated? And this is about your community. Probably in your neighborhood, you are seeing like, okay, we are having some troubles with the garbage, or some troubles with a specific stuff. And how can automation can be useful to solve this specific issue in our communities? And the last category is the student life in Costa Rica. So here is like, let's think about as a student, how can we improve our daily basics, right? So probably we spend some hours doing some repetitive tasks in the school, we need to do some forms of some documentation that every single time is following some steps. So those kind of things we can think about automation, and how can automation be part of my life, and how can this be useful to resolve those issues. So it is how this can improve in the positive emotional mental health, or something else that could be impacting to me, or also to the peers, to the rest of the students here in Costa Rica, right? So in this case, you should think about how automation can provide benefits to the community of the students, to the university, to the high schools, right? In our daily basis. And I think this is basically the category that we have, and here in this URL that we will share later, you can find the statements and solutions examples. All right, thank you. And over to you. We will continue with the next slide.
Thank you, Joshua. So this presentation is for bonus category, and which is for showcasing AI technology. As we know, like that AI is rapidly expanding fields, and we love you to learn and enhance your knowledge of AI technology and their capabilities. Therefore, the UiPath platform includes technology that leverages AI or enable usage of external AI technology, in particular document understanding, clipboard AI, Action Center, and integration service. So you may also use any third-party AI tool to expand your solution and make it better. Please note that when you upload your submission, you will have to specify the use of AI technology, if any. So we may consider you for this bonus category. And thank you. Over to you, Diana.
Oh, this one is actually Lewis.
For me, yeah. So yeah, judging criteria. So as part of your submissions, we're of course going to be judging everything to understand, what the impact is, what the concept is, just to be able to understand, what this is going to look like. So for the criteria, the impact is going to account for 25% of the judging criteria. This is really about understanding, the value that this is providing to, whether it be society, a specific user group. You could think of this if there's maybe a local group that you want to build something specific for, or is it going across maybe all the Costa Rican citizens? So just being able to understand what that impact is. The concept will account for 20% of it. So this is evaluating your idea of and understanding how disruptive is it, how innovative is it, does it add value to that user group that you're looking to provide that for, and is your solution relevant to the problem that's trying to solve? Technology will account for 25%, where we're going to evaluate how effectively you utilize the UiPath platform and any other third-party technologies that you're going to integrate with. Completion will account for 15%. So this is just looking at how complete is this? Are you actually able to do everything end to end that you wanted? Does it hit everything you were hoping for it to have? And overall, what you delivered, does it basically meet what you wanted it to actually meet? And then finally, your presentation and video. So as part of this, there's a submission that you'll be providing around what your solution actually is. There will be a video presentation with that as well. And within that, we want to understand how clearly were you able to articulate what your idea was, what your presentation for this solution actually looks like, including anything from the running of it to actually understanding, how is it supposed to work. As mentioned, there is an AI bonus category within here. So this will be more around how well or how big did you leverage any of the AI technologies. So this might be, as Vidya had mentioned, using document understanding to extract information from documents, linking into something like a chat GPT with UiPath's integration services. So really trying to understand what that looks like and how effective that integration actually is. One thing with this just to note is, understanding the time that you have available to you, just be realistic with what goals you want to accomplish. This is always something you can, of course, build upon later on after the hackathon. But just to start off understanding, make sure you know what it is you want to do. Is it realistic to get done in the time frame that's available to you so that you're able to present something that is complete? And with that, I will pass over to Diana.
Great. So many of you are probably wondering, well, why would I want to do this? And I'm not sure if you heard Melanie earlier, but this is the first time we've done a hackathon in Costa Rica. It's the first time these two teams have come together. And it's the first time that you have an amazing technology system behind you. So as you do this journey, you're going to learn a lot. It's fun. It's something that's new in the marketplace. And there's a lot of benefits from learning about automation. And then the second reason you might be interested is we do have prizes. So we've come together, and the prize for the Showcase Costa Rica category will be $100 USD UiPath voucher and a $50 USD gift card, courtesy of Greenlight. And these will be for each winner in that category. And then for everybody who is a finalist will also receive RPA and AI Hackathon certificate. And then the second category for the nationwide community problem solving will also have a first prize prize of $100 USD UiPath voucher and $50 gift card courtesy of Greenlight, as well as a certificate for all the finalists. And if you want to go to the next slide. We have a category 3, which is the student life in Costa Rica. Each person here will also receive a $100 USD UiPath voucher that you can use at our company store and a $50 USD gift card, courtesy of Greenlight. And you will also receive a hackathon certificate. And then we do have an AI bonus prize category that's courtesy of Greenlight. and they're going to provide the first place winner with a $100 USD gift card and the second prize winner with a $50 USD gift card. And again, there'll still be a certificate for all the finalists. So if you want to go to the next slide, Lewis.
Thank you. So around the submission guidelines, the deadline for submissions will be September 7th at 11:59 a.m. If you are submitted as a team and not as an individual, you only need to fill one submission form per team. So decide who your team leader is going to be that you're going to submit that with. And your submission must include the following to avoid any sort of rejection for it. So there is going to be a process design document that will and solution diagram that will need to be provided. Those we will also be going over during the awareness session, so you understand what that looks like and how to generate those. We will need your project files or your workflow files that you're going to create as part of this hackathon. Your presentation, there is a template that will be provided as well. The link will be provided during the awareness sessions, and I believe it's actually on the hackathon site as well. And then a video clearly demonstrating how your solution works. Please keep that video to 5 minutes or less. And then we will, from that, we will be making our solution, or sorry, our judging of all the submitted criteria. Additionally, if you do have any scripts or files that you're providing along with this as part of your submission, make sure to include those. If we try to run the process and it's missing those scripts or files, we're not going to be able to. So just make sure that those are available there as well. With part of the submission, we'll go more into details of this during the training session as well, but just be aware there's going to be a couple places that will ask you to submit this. I believe we actually have a slide for that at the end, so maybe I'll wait till we get there, and we'll go through what that looks like so you know where to go to submit these. And with that, I will pass it over to Hudson.
Thanks, Lewis. So I think now we have a pretty good understanding of what the tools are and what's available to us, but a good part that is always difficult is understanding what would be the good use case for you to automate. So two of the most common ways to start with this is to look at the high volume and high time savings types of processes, as well as the repetitive and manual processes. So that's what you'll often hear. Those are good areas to target. But for me personally, I think one of the cool things about RPA and AI is that you can look at the things that kind of bother you in your everyday life and see how they can be improved. And I can give an example. When I was a student learning how to use automation software for the first time, one of the things that I did was actually use automation to book study rooms, like on a weekly basis. Through my school's portal, so that me and my group could have the best rooms available each week. So that was something I did. I've also used it at times to kind of address issues with like downloading lots of different reports at once and putting them all together in one location so that I can actually just analyze them in one Excel document as I go. So those are some things that like were really helpful to me early in my professional and student life. But I spent a lot more time and was way more interested in those use cases than just trying to think of something off the top of my head. So when you're thinking about that, if it's personal, it may be something that excites you. You can look at UiPath's products that you have available. There's that list that Lewis provided earlier, and you can see what they actually do. So think of all of the issues and the problem statements you guys are proposing, bring them to us. And in our office hours, Lewis and my colleagues will be able to talk to you about what's realistic and whether we think your idea is something that is going to be something that can really move forward during this hackathon. So yeah, keep in mind the timelines and what you can reasonably accomplish. If you need other ideas, you can go onto the link that's provided here through UiPath, and we have some other ways you can come up with use cases and example problems there. Awesome. So with that, I'll pass it back to Diana.
Great, thanks, Hudson. So just a few more tips. These are just really steps for you guys to think about when you're creating your presentation deck and your video. So you definitely want to come up with a problem statement and briefly mention what the problem is that you're trying to solve. And then you want to know what is the solution that you're proposing and what approach are you going to take to solve that problem. And then you want to mention all the technology that you're going to use in your solution, including the UiPath products. Excuse me. You also want to look at the results and the impact that any data or metrics are derived from your solution. Present it to demonstrate the impact and potentially scalability of your project. So these are just things for you to think about. For the solution architecture, you can optimally show the solution technical architecture, use clear text, relevant images and diagrams to enhance the understanding and the engagement. And lastly, you want to create a presentable prototype or demo, excuse me, that illustrates core features and functionality. And Louis, I'll turn it back over to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Diana. So what are the next steps for you to be able to continue forward here? So just to give you a little bit of information around this, the team formation, this is if you want to be part of a team. Of course, if you do want to go solo, you're allowed to do that as well. Teams can be up to a maximum 4 people on the team. So decide what that's going to look like. Go to the Cindy site. Link will be, again, will be provided for you to be able to register for the actual hackathon and go through their quick survey that you need to go through. And additionally, there's the UiPath community for this Costa Rican hackathon site that we ask you to register on. Please complete that registration before August 11th. If you are not registered on there, you will not be able to submit your presentation at the end. Once submissions have all been done after August 11th, when we reviewed everything, we will be sending an email out from one of our emails that we set up for this. So you'll see something come in from CR Hackathon 2023 at greenlightconsulting.com. We will send that to you by August 18th. This will be to confirm your participation in the event. And then make sure that you are registering and attending one of the 2 3-hour enablement sessions, which will happen on August 25th and 26th. The links for these will be on the UiPath community site, which the link is on this screen right here. We'll put that in chat as well. So please make sure that you register for 1 or 2 of those. If you do not register for 1 or 2 of those, we will not have your email to be able to send you and make sure that you are participating in this event. If there are any questions you have at that point during that training session around the product, the platform, the hackathon itself, please feel free. There will be time in there for us to be able to answer those questions. And as mentioned, there will be kind of office hours after to be able to help with that as well. Mel, if you want to go to the next slide, I believe that's me as well. Okay. So I mentioned this earlier as well. So is Diane and a few others, but there is self-learning that UiPath provides. So if you do want to get a jump start on this, you can go to UiPath or to academy.uipath.com, register there. It's completely free. There are courses for all the different products and platforms that they have up on there. We would suggest you start with these couple that we've noted here. So Introduction to RPA and Automation, just to give you a better idea of what it looks like. It's about maybe a 20-minute, 30-minute course. And then there is the RPA Citizen Developer Foundation course. This will help you with a little bit of more of the system dev side with StudioX. There's actually another link on here that we can provide, or we'll provide as well, which is for the actual full RPA Developer Foundation course. So we'll make sure to add that one in as well. It gives you more of a vast understanding of this UiPath Studio. There's a couple different Studio family pieces that you can build in there depending on your level of technology. And then the last piece on here is, please go take a look at the UiPath forum. Look at how you can submit ideas for your own project for use cases. There's a format in there. We'll provide that link for how you submit that use case on the UiPath forum as well, so that you can get that put up on there and we're able to look at everything and judge everything at the end. I believe that's the last slide that we had. So at this point, we can open this up to questions. Mel or Diana, unless you had anything you wanted to say just before we hop into questions.
Yeah, I just put in, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I just put a message in the chat box. Just make sure you guys really grab that and copy that information so you have all the important links. And then the last thing I put in there is that you really need to register on the UiPath site so that you get all the information we'll be providing you, including the recording for this session. So please make sure you do that before you leave today. Thanks. Over to you, Melanie.
I don't think that there are any more questions in the chat. I think everything is being answered. Does anyone have any questions that they'd like to ask before we close off?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Well, my name is Alvaro. I'm a RPA developer. I have a question. In case my team and I reach the final with our project, by the final in-person presentation, by that day I will be in Bolivia. Is there a problem that one of our members doesn't show up even though he has supported and helped develop the project? Or is there a virtual option for the presentation for just one of the members? I have that doubt.
So it's not a problem if someone cannot make it, as long as you have at least one team member present in person in San Jose. Of course, it's always nice to have all team members, but yeah, we understand if people can't make it, that's fine. We probably will not have it virtual. I don't think we'll be able to host virtually as well for the in-person presentations. So yeah, it is important for at least one person to be there in person.
Okay, got it. But I didn't understand. Is it good if one of the members will not show up, right?
Yes,
okay,
that's
thank
fine.
you, thank you.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
¿Algún otro tiene más consultas? También, si se sienten más cómodos haciéndolas en español, pues no hay ningún problema. Nos pueden abrir el micrófono y hacerlas.
Sí, yo tengo una consulta.
Claro, adelante.
Buenos días. Yo soy Joana y a la hora de que uno matricula el curso, ¿verdad? Que sea para el 25 o 26, en la plataforma, exactamente cuál de todos los cursos es el que tengo que matricular.
Bueno, básicamente, te contesto, se va a dar una sesión de 3 horas virtual del entrenamiento. Aún no estamos viendo si va a ser el 25 o el 26. Y adicional a eso, en el link que te dejaron por ahí, hay una serie de cursos que son totalmente gratuitos que puedes ir tomando por tu cuenta si quisieras, que es un recurso adicional que son totalmente gratuitos. De igual forma, hay planes específicos en el cual te sugiero una lista de cursos a seguir. Cualquier cosa también, si no, te podría ayudar a verlo de manera offline.
También, Josué, no sé si puedo agregar
Claro.
para aportar en la pregunta de Joana. Joana, es importantísimo que te registres. Una vez que te registres, que hay hasta el 11 de agosto tiempo, te va a llegar un correo el 18 de agosto si quedaste participando en el hackathon. Ese correo va a traer toda la información para los talleres del 25 o 26 y la información que Josué acaba de mencionar. Entonces es muy importante que el primer paso es que se registren y luego después de registrarse, a partir del 18 de agosto van a recibir una confirmación y los siguientes pasos dentro del evento.
Muchas gracias.
Con muchísimo gusto, Joana. Sharon, ¿lo vais a...?
Hola, gracias. Bueno, justamente esa parte que acaba de aclarar la compañera me genera un poco de duda porque tendríamos que registrarnos en la aplicación que nos enviaron desde ayer para poder accesar el hackathon, o sea, para poder accesar esta sesión, mejor dicho. Yo estoy ingresando, pero bueno, yo lo tengo ya seteado con mi Google, entonces no sé si es que tengo que dar un sign-in nuevo y agregar new data o si con el registro que hice ayer es suficiente para ya tener acceso a toda la información.
son dos links. Hay uno que se llama GPS de talento de CINDE, que no sé si ya lo completaste, y el que completaste ayer para estar acá, si no me equivoco, Josué, es el de UiPath, correcto, el de la comunidad. Ujú.
Sí, correcto. Es importante que se unan a ambos.
Ok, listo. Entonces sí, sí, voy en regla. Muchas gracias.
Con muchísimo gusto, Sharon. Tenemos a Luis Maroto. Luis, ¿estás por ahí? Bueno, y veo la mano levantada de Luis Maroto, pero no sé si tiene alguna consulta. Any other question? Diana, I think you are talking on mute.
Sorry, can you make sure that you let them know in Spanish that they need to sign up for the hackathon site? Definitely today, so
Mhm.
that they have directions on how to take the training.
Yeah, sure. So, but yeah, basically Priscilla's mentioned this before, that
Okay,
is required
great.
to do the registration for both sides, UiPath and the GPS URL. Luis, do you want to say something, Luis Maroto?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Sir, I apologize because I have problem with my microphone. Good morning. I have a question. I was wondering if it's possible to join to any crew who will participate in this hackathon, because I don't have any other members in my crew. So ¿cómo nos podemos organizar para las personas que no tenemos un grupo?
No sé si te apoyo ahí, Josué. En
Claro.
en el link de GPS de talento van a colocar su información personal, Luis, y también hay una pregunta específica que dice, si ya tenés equipo, si no, si querés participar individual o si querés que te incluyan en un equipo. Entonces, con esa información, nosotros tomamos, bueno, Greenlight y UiPath toma los registros y crea los equipos y se los notifica.
All right, got it. Thank you.
Con gusto.
And just for everybody, I think for you to understand a little bit the questions. So Luis was doing the question about if he doesn't have a team, how he can, you know, support him getting a team. And I told him about the GPS talent link of CINDE and the importance of please both register both in UiPath community and in the CINDE link. So I think those were the two questions we answered in Spanish.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I think already replied to Sharon, but I don't know if Sharon, you have additional questions?
Yes, I'm sorry. I want to know
Uh-huh.
if we can invite some other people to the hackathon, or it's just the people that we are here right now.
You can absolutely invite as many people as you want to the hackathon. You have until August 11th to complete. For every single person who's wanting to participate, they need to register, and everyone has until August 11th to register. But yes, please,
Awesome.
please invite more and spread the word.
Yeah.
Thank you
we are
very
trying.
much. That's great. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharon. David, do you have any question?
Sí, hola, yo nada más quería saber, es que me vine un poco tarde porque el correo me llegó al spam, pero nada más quería saber si pueden poner en las notas tal vez todos los links a los que hay que registrarse. Por ejemplo, ya me registré en el de UiPath, ya me registré en el de CINDE, ahorita estoy con el último que enviaron, pero si pueden dar como un pequeño resumen para los que llegamos un poco tarde. Gracias.
Claro.
No, it's okay. I don't have a question. Sorry, Jose.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. David, sí, bueno, te comento un poco. Básicamente, este hackathon se va a dar en el cual vas a poder inscribirte y recibir 3 horas de un curso, y a partir de ahí va a haber un challenge en 3 diferentes categorías. Eso como a nivel muy general. Es muy importante que te registres. Ya te voy a pasar los links necesarios. Todavía las inscripciones están abiertas y bueno, puedes participar de manera individual o pueden formarse grupos hasta de 4 personas. Y esta presentación, igual la grabación de la misma la vas a poder encontrar en un enlace que también ya te lo voy a poner en el chat. ¿Está bien?
Excelente, muchas gracias.
Hola.
Hola,
Hola, ¿cómo están? ¿Todo bien?
muy bien, Wendy, ¿y usted?
Todo bien, por dicha. Vieras que estoy teniendo problemas con el chat. Estoy tratando de ingresar, pero no puedo. Me parece que es algo con mi compu, una cosa así. Y he escuchado que hay que registrarse en los links, pero no puedo. Esos links van a estar en Cinde o en algún otro lugar para, para no dejar pasar la oportunidad de registrarme.
Sí, de hecho, Wendy, tal vez aquí puedo contestar. En las redes sociales, tanto de Cinde Jobs como la de Cinde, LinkedIn, Facebook, lo hemos posteado y también vamos a compartir otro correo la próxima semana, igual como hicimos ayer, con todos los links y los enlaces para que no dejen pasar esta oportunidad y puedan compartirlo con más personas. Entonces, si no puedes ver el chat, también igualmente vamos a compartirlo por email y por redes sociales.
Genial. Y bueno, ya aprovechando, tengo otra preguntilla. ¿Qué pasa si solo quiero como recibir estas 3 horas vamos a ver cómo puedo explicarlo, como la información, como el curso, pero no quiero participar en el proyecto? No es posible, hay que hacer las dos cosas.
I think that question is more for Melanie and Diana. So Wendy just asked if she only wants to take the 3-hour course, but not necessarily go through the whole challenge and hackathon. Is she able to do it? Or
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
We'd love for you to join us. And again, let other people know.
sí, Wendy, puedes llevar el curso y no necesariamente participar en los retos del hackathon.
Buenísimo, muchas gracias.
I just share again some links because David joined a little bit late. So he asked me about if we can provide a little bit of summary and some links. But also, yeah, as Priscilla mentioned, we will send some emails with all the URLs and links to register.
Yeah,
So,
make sure that they know in Spanish to register today, because this is the awareness session. And so there's
Okay.
no other communication we can send out. They need to register right now. Right.
Ujú. David, ¿escuchaste esto por ahí?
Sí, sí, claro. And well, the course is going to be actually also done in English, right? So we might know a little bit of English to be there, right?
It will be done in English, but we will have our MVPs who are both from Costa Rica there to translate if you need it. So,
That's fine.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, David. Michelle, do you have any question?
Yes, hello. I do have a question. I already have like an RPA course in UiPath. Is it possible that I can like use that one, or I need to do the courses that you recommend? It will be better that I retake those courses. I don't know if those are the same, but I already have some courses already.
Yeah, so the answer to that is any courses you take are good. Really, Lewis talked about the courses just so that you feel comfortable with having a background in RPA. So you can always take more courses, but when you look at the hackathon and what the categories are, you would base your training on that. And we just wanted to let you know about UiPath courses now. So you have a little bit of time before August, our training sessions. So if you want to refresh or look at anything new, you can, but the fact that you already have training is wonderful.
All right, thank you.
And Joanna, those courses that you are talking about are from UiPath Academy or another platform?
Right, the UiPath Academy has RPA fundamental courses. It's a great place just to get a refresher, or it's all free, it's all online. And we do have courses in Spanish, so make sure you check those out.
Yeah. And we have Hernan Badilla. Do you have any question?
Sí, José, gracias. Me he perdido un poco sobre los links. Obviamente, si estoy aquí, pues ya me registré en la comunidad. También previamente ya estoy registrado en el GPS de talento. ¿Cuáles son los próximos pasos? No estoy claro en la colección de links que han enviado. Quiero saber cuáles son los próximos pasos para llevar la capacitación, entenderlo y eventualmente hacer participar en el hackathon, por favor. Como resumido.
Yeah. Hey, Diana, could you move to the slide for next steps? Hernan is asking about what is the required thing. He's a little bit lost with the links and all of this. So what is the actual that he needs to do right now?
So there's two steps. One is he should go to the Cindy site and register. And he should do that right now. And then the second step is he should go right now to the second link, which is the community UiPath link. So both of those links under register.
And just to clarify, we'll put in the chat right now. I know there's been a lot of links flying around in the chat. So the one I'm putting in the chat right now, that's for UiPath site. You can register right now. We're asking you to register right now. That one won't take you long. It's just really quick, like name, email address, a few other things. Cindy's registration, I'm putting it in right now. This one will take you a bit longer to do. You're going to need to specify more information. You'll need to take an English proficiency test and specify your main goal for the hackathon, where you want to participate. And then if you are going to be intending to participate by yourself or with a team, and if you would like to have team members assigned. So definitely sign up on UiPath today. That's that first link. It's really quick. The second one, you might need a little bit more time. And again, we're asking for, English proficiency just as part of the process. We do recommend that people have intermediate, like B2 level, just for a better experience overall, because the workshops will be primarily in English, even though, yes, Josue and we have someone else as well who can do some translations, but you probably have a better experience with the training if you do have a better English proficiency level. Anything else you want to add?
Hernan, Hernan, is that clear for you?
Sí.
Sí,
Gracias.
Básicamente los últimos dos links son los que necesitas realmente registrarte lo más pronto posible, ¿verdad? Ojalá.
Sí, listo, gracias.
Bueno, con muchísimo gusto. David, do you have questions?
Yeah, just one more question from my part here. I just want to know if this is intended for citizens developers or for future RPA automation developers.
Yes, for both.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any additional questions?
I just wanted to add the importance that you will receive an email of confirmation. I think that's also a key part. The email of confirmation will go out August 18. Okay, so you don't feel like you register and nothing happened. Be sure to check on your email by August 18. Okay.
Also checking your spam, because as someone mentioned here in the call, like someone received the email in the spam and didn't know about this session before. So make sure that you add this as a trust sender.
There's a question in the chat about a screening process. So there will be light screening, like if someone doesn't have like a good English proficiency and you intend to go solo, we'll flag that and contact you, because then you might not, like, we'll kind of reiterate the requirements around the presentation and the video needing to be in English. So, we'll just do light screening, but If you're signing up and following the process, then you're participating. But again, as was mentioned, you'll receive that email confirmation on August 18th. So definitely check for that.
Awesome. Hernan, do you have another question? Or? No? Okay. Marcela?
I have only one question. We need to have knowledge about ET, or it's not necessary? Because in my case, I am industrial engineer, so I don't know a lot about ET things. So that's my question. We need to have knowledge, or I can take this course in my case, for example.
So you can go to the UiPath site right now and take any courses you want for free. And you can do that. Just take a beginning course. Also make sure everybody on the call to sign up for the UiPath Hackathon, the UiPath community, because there you're going to get the training. You can attend the training session. We'll walk through with you what you need to know. But you can join this hackathon with no knowledge at all. If this is your first introduction to RPA, then we welcome you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and actually, Marcela, just to let you know, I work a lot with people from your major, and basically they help us a lot also, not only as a developer, also as a business analyst. This is a really important role here in RPA. We need a lot of a business analyst. So those business analysts need to understand a little bit about RPA in terms of development and IT. And this is a fantastic role that is also is part of our daily basics.
Perfect.
All right. Okay, I don't see more questions, Diana and Tien.
Well, I think we just want to thank everybody for coming today. We're very excited, as you can tell from today's session, about moving forward. We're looking forward to having this, and we're here to help you guys. If you've never done a hackathon before, this is the one to do, because it's really focused on your country and your projects, and that's why we're doing it. So just remember that we're here to help you, we're here to support you, and we are looking forward to going through getting started with this. Thank you.
Thanks, Diana. And just a quick few last words. Just another question came through. So just want to make it clear that, even if you don't have good English proficiency and you do still want to participate in the hackathon, if you have some team members who, can, do the presentation and the video, by all means, we'd love for you to join. We just want to make sure that everyone has a really good experience. Okay. Thank you again, everyone. Thanks so much, everyone, for attending. Thank you to the presenters. Thank you, Priscilla, for helping out with the questions as well.
Thank you, Priscilla.
And we look forward to seeing everyone next at an enablement session, and look forward to seeing your registrations.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.